I believe we're live.
We
Live
are.
and in living color.
Happy Monday, everyone. Hello, Michelle.
Happy Monday.
Today on our Spirit Sister Talk, we're actually going to be diving into faith over fear and really just surrender, because that's where the magic happens, right, Michelle?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This morning when we were reading in You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, we started off by reading, how many times have you been faced with what appears to be an insurmountable problem, and you silently wished you could turn it over to somebody else for a solution? The thing is, there is somebody else that we can turn it over to for a solution. We don't have to figure everything out on our own, and we don't need to rely on well-meaning family members and whatnot around us as well. We have a direct source to infinite intelligence, and that who knows all. And when we can just lean into that faith, that when we surrender over and hand over our fears, that they will dissipate.
Yes. And I love also, like, one of our clients there, I'd mentioned into the study club, is like, if you lean into faith, it's the unknown, but if you lean into the fear, it's also the unknown. So might as well lean into faith, right? Lean into the faith. Like, no matter what, it is the unknown. You cannot know the future, but, like, you can foresee it in your mind. You can, like, use your imagination for the better outcome that you want to happen. And the more you focus, what you focus on, energy goes, right? So really, it is to just surrender. Sometimes you have to slow down to speed up. I feel I'm in that stage right now. I mean, like, my body is like purging right now, and I need to slow down to speed up. So really, and it's okay, and giving ourselves a little bit of grace as well, right there, right? Sometimes you have to let go and let God. You have to let go of the old, shed the old skin, shed what's not serving you anymore, so that better opportunity will make space for opportunity to come for you to grow.
Yeah. Right. And when we let go, when we release the grip of the things that we've held on to, like I've done that before, right? Where I'm gripping onto something so tight, and I'm like, my whole body's tense. I'm digging holes in my hands from my fingernails because I'm gripping on so tight. And it's like, just relax and release it. Relax, release. And even just that physical release feels good. And it actually helps you to think more clearly, because you're not holding things in. When you even release that physical tension in your body, you can think more clearly.
Exactly. And I love what you just said right there. As soon as you let go of the grip, you allowing yourself the space. You're breaking out of the box, that limited belief box that you're putting yourself in, because really that's us that's putting ourselves into the limited belief box, and just break through, and just to allow to expand to really our limitless potential. So really, it is all it is. Please share your story about the bridge there, Michelle.
It's funny, because I was just thinking about that. This is the perfect story for faith over fear, is, and that's what I was doing, right? I was gripping on. So, I
just want to say it's 111 right now. Sorry.
Oh, of course. I'll make this as short as possible. I had this, fear of going over bridges, and I would avoid them. I mean, I would actually go out of my way and drive extra miles to go around, to not have to go over a bridge that was either too high, too narrow, too whatever. And my brother has this same affliction. So I was heading from his place in Florida back up to my sister's place in Virginia. And keep in mind, I'm in my 29-foot RV traveling down the highway. And my brother had helped me set up a route on my GPS so that I could go around this. It's the Jacksonville Causeway. This bridge is about 3 miles long, and it goes 471 feet above the intercoastal, so it's very high. It's 4 or 5 lanes of highway, and people are going very fast. I don't like going on it. So I'm driving along, and I realize that the bridge is ahead of me. My GPS had recalculated itself, and I'm heading towards the bridge. And I immediately took my foot off the gas because I'm going to slow down because I'm looking for a route to get off the highway. There's no way to get off the highway. I'm literally gripping onto my steering wheel, and I could feel my whole body tense up because I can't turn around. I've got to go. So I'm in absolute fear. I'm in absolute fear. My stomach is churning. I'm sweating everywhere. My mouth is dry, and I'm literally digging holes in my hands trying to get up this bridge because I can't see over the peak. And I think that's my problem. I can't see where I'm going. And the whole time I'm driving along, I'm telling myself, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And I've got cars speeding by me. I'm trying to keep up with traffic. And finally, I just said to myself, Michelle, release the grip. Release the grip. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. You can do this. And I kept telling myself, you can do this. You can do this. You can do this. And I started to believe that I could do this. I started to build that faith in myself. And when I got to the top of the bridge and I could see the other side, my whole body felt, I had this sense of relief, and it's like, oh my God, I'm not alone. I did this. And then I'm like, I knew you could do it, right? Like, and I'm having this little conversation with myself, and I went from fear to faith.
Yes.
Within a 3-mile span. Like, it probably only took a matter of minutes. Like, when I think about it, it felt like it was a half an hour going over this bridge, but I mean, it's 3 miles and I'm going 75 miles an hour. So it's really not that long, but it felt like forever because I was in that, I didn't want to let go. And then when I released and just let go and let God, I could breathe again. And
and how beautiful it is that the universe knew that you need to go through that experience. And because I love this story about the teddy bear too, is that, like there's this little kid in front of God, and he's got this little teddy bear, and God says, you have to let go of your little teddy bear. But what the little kid doesn't know is there's a bigger teddy bear behind God, but he has to let go first of that small little teddy bear. And then that's what it is, right? And then the universe always has a way when you are ready. Maybe you're not really knowing that you're ready, but you are ready. The universe knows, right? God knows, whichever it is, the source that you're relating to. They know when you're ready. Sometimes we're not acknowledging it that we're ready, but we will be put into situations to for us to expand, right?
Yeah.
We always go through assignments and all that throughout our lives, because this is where the lessons can be learned. And I'm so happy that you shared this story there, Michelle, because it's a beautiful story of empowerment that, like you could not back down. Like you could not back down. You had no choice but to moving forward. And that's what it's the beauty of all. You had to go with faith. You had no choice because
I had like, it's almost like I burned the boats, right? Yeah. I had nowhere to turn around. There was no exits. There was no off ramp. I'm in the middle. I'm in the center lane of a 5-lane highway. I can't stop my RV in the middle of the road. Right. So I logically, I knew I had to keep going. My nervous system, right? My fear had taken over and wanted to stop. It wanted to paralyze me. But I'm like, no, I have to okay, I'm listening to this little voice and it's saying relax. Okay, I'm going to relax. So I surrendered to that, to my higher power, to my creator, to
Yeah.
source, to God, to the universe, whatever you want to call it. I surrendered to that.
And that is the power of the human mind as
Yeah.
well, right? It's like we all have a mind, but like sometimes we don't know how to use it. And this is the beauty of doing this kind of work, is that you start to become aware that you have that mind, that you can actually flip the switch and then fall into the faith instead of the fear. You can choose every single time. Am I going to like go into the faith, or am I going to go into the fear? And you will be put into the situation, even though you don't want to. If it's meant for you to go through that situation for you, it's always for you, not to you. Nothing happens to you. It's for you. You will be put into that situation to give you that strength that you have within, so that you can like feel yourself empowered and then do
And
amazing.
and the thing too is I have I have looked back and borrowed that level of faith on other circumstances since then, right? So I know that it got me up over that 471-foot peak over the water. I know it got me over that, right? My faith got me over that. I know that it can help me through a lot of other things, right? So it's taking that win and using that win to help me with other wins going forward as well. So I like that part about it too, because I have said to myself, holy crap, Michelle, if you can get yourself over that bridge the way you did that, the way you talked yourself through that, talked yourself out of that, over that, through
Yes.
that.
And I
You
would
can do
love for
anything.
anybody that's listening actually here right now is to actually share a story of a win like that you actually decided to go and choose faith over fear. That, you know what, you had no choice. You had no choice but to burn the boat. You had no choice but to keep going.
Yep.
And then share. We would love to hear that from you.
Yes.
Put it in the comment, because you know what, like it's so empowering, and you have no idea who somebody else needs to hear that story as well. So I think it's very important to be there for each other. And that's why because because that's why Michelle and I were doing this kind of work as well, is because we love to see our clients to go into fall into that faith, to follow that faith, and then doing these beautiful leaps of faith, and throughout the things that they have in their mind, like their ideas, their dreams, their aspiration, right? And we have this beautiful workshop coming up. It's a 2-day workshop, and it's to be rooted to rise. And it's so beautiful because it's coming back into your own center so that you can rise up to the occasion, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
Rise up to the occasion, burn that boat, you knowing in that faith that you can do this. And we are so excited to actually providing this free workshop for you. It's going to be this week on Wednesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you have not registered yet, we're going to put the link in the comment here so that you can register, because it's going to be epic. It's going to be life-changing, and there's just so much golden nuggets that we want to share with all of you guys that's going to be so beneficial for you and for your life, what's ahead of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
What else do you have going on this week, Michelle?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the Rooted to Rise, because that is going to be an amazing 2-day workshop that we put together for you. And it's going to be fun, interactive, and just lots of great information. On June 21st, I have a Mind Magic Mindset Masterclass happening at 10 a.m. And that's it for me in June. I've got some personal trips planned at the end of the month, so I'm really looking forward to that. Going to see some of my kids, so I'm kind of excited about that.
That is so wonderful. So this week for myself, I do have In Touch with Your Soul Thursdays. That's always at 1:00 Eastern, 1 p.m. We're still diving into the book I Can See Clearly Now by Dr. Wayne Dyer. It's a beautiful book, lots of reflection from like stories that he shares throughout his life. And it's a great opportunity to have some beautiful reflection onto our own lives, into where we have been and where we are now and where we are going, right? So that is on Thursday, In Touch with Your Soul at 1 p.m. And of course, we do have that Rooted to Rise 2-day workshop, which is going to be really amazing. So feel free to share. I just want to say it's 1, 2, 3 right now. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, go. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, go. Go register for the Rooted to Rise 2-day workshop. You get an amazing workbook, and you get to spend a couple hours with Jacinthe and myself, and we get to spend time with you as well. Yeah, so
can't wait to hear your comments about what we've asked there, to share that story about your win and how you went in towards fear, excuse me, towards faith over fear, that you surrendered, and so that we can all learn from your own story as well, because this is what it's all about. It's all about celebrating each other. So thank you for being you. Thank you, Michelle. I love doing these beautiful talks with you every Monday. It's such a blessing, and I'm so grateful for you.
I am so grateful for you, Jacinthe, and I'm grateful for our friendship and the connection we have and the energy that we share together. I just love Mondays and spending time with everybody here. So thank you for joining us.
And thank you for all of you showing up for yourself here, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care. Have a miraculous week.
Bye.